social media is on fire right now. This is as a result of an audio that got leaked. Now, in this audio, there is a lady called Boss Line. You get to know her full name and who she is as we proceed. And there is a pastor. His name is Toby Adegboyega. Now, that Toby Adegboyega is a rich dude. He has this church called Spark Nation in the UK. The church, according to him, was created to address the terrible lifestyle of youngsters in the UK. You know, the issue of knifing and children that they have become something else. Their parents went to the UK for greener pastures, and their children that will take up after them, they have become a menace to the society. Is this as a result of the single mother thing? It is more profitable to be a single mother than to be married. Women don't want their husband to tell them what to do. This is UK, it's a free world. Women have more right here. We have the queen, you know, before the queen passed away and all of that. You know, that kind of mentality, a lot of things. And, oh, this man is cheating, I can't stay with him, all of that. So he came up with this Spark Nation. And at that time, it appeared like, you know, he was really gathering these youngsters and all of that. In between this, you know, as a guy man now that he is, a motivational speaker, but he put pastor there. As a guy man that he is, somehow Spark Nation members started taking loans, not because they need to take loans themselves. They were told to take loans and they started taking loans, and the money that came out of it, somehow, I don't know, maybe they sowed a seed into the life of Pastor Adegboyega, Toby Adegboyega, or Toby Adegboyega asked them to invest in kingdom business. It's more or less like a kind of pyramid, you know, scam and all of that. I don't know how or whatever. The case is ongoing. Anyway, it's been tried. But when you talk about money, the guy is loaded. When I say loaded, pastor is rich. He's rich. He gives out expensive bags and bags that cost £50,000. He puts on watches. In fact, there was a time that you know, that the freeze, he likes to join body with rich people. Anywhere he sees that oil is dropping, he will try his best to, you know, kind of attach himself. Daddy Freeze, maybe not too popular to you guys if you don't really know him, but I'll tell you who he is. He used to be an OAP, and later he became a blogger, you know, on social media. His wife got an expensive watch from the same Pastor Boyega. So this guy is someone whose hands is open. He gives out and he has money. He's got money. So what is this thing? What is really going on? There is a messy scandal happening right now. And it is connected, like I said, that as we continue to hear the audio recording, with a lady called Boss Line. Boss Line claimed that her job was to introduce people to the pastor. I don't know what the introduction purpose is for. Is it to pray for them or to help them do money laundry? Because this pastor, I don't really see him having ties to Nigeria per se. £1,000 per month. What exactly is this thing? There is a lot attached to this that you're about to hear. Now, one Kayode came forward and claimed that Pastor Toby Boyega is dating his wife. That the wife is even singing love song to pastor on phone. This thing, you guys might think, oh, this story is not important. It's not. I want you to pay attention because there is a link. There is a link even to the king. The king fingered in the demise or DNA scandal of Mohbad. Now, this Kayode came out with some evidence claiming that his wife is trying to sell her properties, and that this wife has been giving Pastor Adegboyega money. You know, I told you first, I started with how Adegboyega was able to compel a lot of young people running into their 20s, 50s, I mean the number of them, to loan money from the bank. How does he do it? Does he have what they call talk and do? When he tells you, you will do it. What exactly? How? In what way? The woman has been giving Pastor Adegboyega Adegboyega money. Now, Daddy Freeze is someone who people believe he likes to talk, choke mouth in pastor's things and other things and this and that. But he's not saying anything on this one. And people have called him out that, Mister, you're a two-faced man. The thing is this, when you put too much, when you put people on the pedestal, you think that they are everything they are supposed to. No, he is who he is. Listen to what people are saying. Do not look at them as if they are saints. So I do not expect anything from Freeze in this. But we are going to file that somewhere. So there is this Yetunde boss line, as she's called. Yetunde boss line. It is said that she's the one that introduced this couple, to the pastor. And it seems the lady is now frustrating her husband. Now, for us to have a better understanding of the audio that we're going to listen to, I'm going to read out what footballer Kayode Olanrewaju, who is accusing his wife of fraud, cheating on him with Pastor Toby Adegboyega. The lady is called Ezine Dora Kayode, wife of the Nigerian footballer Kayode Olanrewaju. Yes. Now, both of them have been embroiled in this scandal involving fraud, adultery, abduction, shocking things happening here and there. Now, both of them have been, despite being 7 years older than her husband, Ezine Kayode deceived him about her age at the time of marriage. Now, footballer is not broke. I want you guys to understand this part of it. Footballer is not broke. According to Olanrewaju, Mrs. Kayode allegedly stole 2 Mercedes SUVs from him to finance the lavish lifestyle of Pastor Adegboyega and his associates. Furthermore, she conspired with realtor Ugochukwu Igbo Nagu and accomplices Jennifer Marks, Indoagube, and Linda Dike Anolika to transfer property ownership from Mr. Kayode to herself. In a shocking turn of events, Mrs. Kayode abducted her 3 children on Sunday, 24th March 2024. Their whereabouts unknown, despite numerous complaints and petitions to law enforcement, including Nigerian Police, FCID, Alagbo, under AIG Dowu Omonwa, efforts to recover the stolen vehicles, properties, and abducted children have been futile. Olanrewaju also said Mrs. Kayode has been falsely parading herself as a lawyer and suspected of DRG abuse. I don't want to put the U in the middle. And allegedly attempting to manipulate OC SARS Abuja and DSS personnel to coerce him into relinquishing his property or face harm. Mr. Kayode, distressed by the situation, has attempted ending it all twice and terminated his football contract, fearing for his life amidst RIP threats from unknown individuals, including those within law enforcement circles. Now, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a long story because Yetunde boss line knows certain things about this pastor. I don't know if she wants to blackmail or she wants to invent lies, or because you see, this pastor comes with drips. I mean, designer cars. She said, if you people talk anyhow, if I open my mouth, what you will hear will strike you people to pieces. Is it that they used to pay designer shops to rent those clothes to wear for some time, and those cars, they will pay a certain amount of money to pretend like they own it, or the guy is into some other kind of fraud? What exactly is it that Yetunde boss line is about to bust out? Let us listen to this audio and we'll talk more.
Then, sir. Obìnrin ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ fún mi kí n bọ́rọ̀ obìnrin sórí àjò. Káyọ̀ bí obìnrin àgbà. Obìnrin sọ fún mi pé Èkìtì lẹ ti wá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ọmọ Èkìtì ní sọ. I have to ask, yes, but mo láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní pé okay, ẹ tó fẹ́ yín bò, wọ́n I'm married, I'm here. Kí ló ń jẹ́ boss line? Mi ò ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọ́kọ́ yọ ọ̀rọ̀ boss line ní gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ mi ò kí ń gbé fún boss line ẹni àti boss line ò sọ̀rọ̀ rí láyé ju pé kí boss line sọ pé òun fẹ́ mú yàn wá bá mi kó kéèyàn yẹn méjì mi. Màdé wò pé òkè wọ́n ti Google obìnrin an elderly Yorùbá woman, mi ò kí nǹkan tó bá ń wò ọ́ náà NSAS ni mo ti meet boss line. Ó dẹ̀ lóun wáṣẹ́. Mo dẹ̀ wò pé okay gbogbo àwọn boys mi wà tẹ ó lòun wá ṣe ó ń bẹ̀ mí ní Dorchester Then, okay, you found a job more than £1,000 in your envelope of food. When okay, you have a job. Who knows ever promote me in Niger for PR? When the other boys were all laughing. One really, but you don't come over here in Nigeria. Do I know anybody at that time? Finally, please pardon me to call you that tonight.
No problem.
Just for tonight. That's your but you don't come over here in Nigeria. Oh no, my name is well, you don't come over to phone them. But every month I send 1,000. And then you pay more to my program. Omele Gushi wa ojú ló kàn mí pa ọba Nàìjíríà. Gbogbo àwọn ọba Nàìjíríà ọmọ ẹni bá wọn, it cost me more money. What am I spending on a country I don't go to?
Now, for the benefit of those that do not understand Yoruba language, what Pastor Toby Adegboyega is saying to Kayode, I've explained who Kayode is at the beginning of the video, that is the husband, a footballer, is the husband of the woman that is alleged that Pastor Toby Adegboyega is having an affair with. Now, Pastor Toby Adegboyega is trying to absolve himself from having any contact with boss lady, or is it boss line? The lady that Kayode claim, or people are claiming, had introduced the wife of this Kayode, a footballer based in the UK, to him. So he said, I don't know the lady in that way. I only got to know her when we were in Lagos, Nigeria during the NSARS. And the business between himself and Yetunde Post Line is this introduction of celebrities connecting, connecting job, connecting business. That's what she does. Introduce this. In fact, I think she had introduced Obelegushi, the one that was fingered in Wumi, Mobad, DNA thing, the Liam, the little boy, and people like that. That is what Yetunde did. And he said this was not even profitable, because majority of those that Yetunde would bring over, like introduced to him, to take pictures with him and all of that, it cost him money. Many of these people, he had to pay, he had to take care of them. That it was costing him money to associate with them.
But this person is amazing. Only footballer money. Azizat long, so I know Azizat already. I support her charity. Only wrong we can go now in hindsight, champion, in hindsight, don't I'm on pass or on join. Because anything so if you want to know the truth, I will tell you the truth tonight.
Sir. No problem.
Okay.
No problem.
In real more, she was saying this, that, and she spoke highly of the person in the post line. Okay. Post line, for me, she appeared like a woman who needed help. I want to see busy London, tell anybody on mobile, you want to budget, don't go hide. Okay, fine. Whatever. More Nigeria, because I already know my country. Anyway, I won't bore you with the story. I spoke to a lady on the phone. Boss line kept calling. Phone boss line. I don't pick that call. I don't talk to her by text, because I don't see her as a person. I just see her, and go for it. I just see her as someone myself to go see when
just to help and
on this person she kept insisting. Okay, I was tired with doing hosting all week. David was here, everybody was here all week. So out of respect, I came downstairs. One day, I was telling Daniel, even till 2 nights ago, I said, when I came downstairs, also playing footballer come at Yahweh. I came downstairs, there was a woman on box line. Then I sat down. I was thinking, okay, are you a footballer, or is your Now in hindsight, that was Dora.
Yeah.
Okay. Olariwaju Kayode.
Sir.
That night, I was sitting with just me and Daniel. Daniel can buy your sorrow. We don't talk because it's my PA and happy. We don't talk to anybody.
No.
Most days on social media is because we just think they are social people. Everybody has been. Then I told them, I said, wait, Daniel, Abby, I don't think this person is the level of people we've met before, or a politician, or someone looking for something. I still don't understand because they came through bus line.
Yeah.
Because because bus line man kó yàn wá ni. Adé tọrọ owó àwọn yẹn náà adé tọrọ owó adé máa kó fún wọn already àti máa ní nǹkan tàbí báàgì lẹ̀ fún wọn. Dora didn't come to ask for nothing.
Sir, you can never do that.
She never did.
But she learned from me. Baba, tí mi bá treat ẹ.
Story tí mò ń lọ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Story tí mò ń lọ Káyọ̀dé. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ mọ respect ẹ̀yin méjèèjì ní fúnra yín. Because èmi á kàn wò pé àbí Dora ṣebí Yorùbá ni Káyọ̀dé àdàbí. Yorùbá ṣe okay má worry. Nǹkan tó bá wọ èkó sọ ṣebí jókòó ṣá ó ṣà máa sún Káyọ̀dé àṣàpè. Ọ̀rọ̀ èmi á dé sọ fún un. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ọlọ́gbọ́n ni Káyọ̀dé á gbọ́ mi tó bá jẹ́ ìyókù kù mi ni màá ṣàṣọ fún un. Exactly, I will tell him. So, almost some of story for you so that you can understand how this is. The next day, when you go, okay, Dora was here. It's not just Dora, so that you understand it. She was here in my dining room. I've never met, I've never heard of this name before Daniel. But the next seat on the table, Dora was there.
Hello?
That night, and you need to hear the story so that I won't cut it all more. You will know. That night, this not this Yetunde.
Now, that was the first voice note. That's the first audio recording. Let us go to the second audio recording and we'll get the proper, bigger picture of what is happening.
My wife, because we are having conversation about what happened between him and the man of God, PT. So I told her to use Bible to swear for me if you don't have sex with the man, and she refused. She said she won't do that, and she was so upset and leave the room, carry her back. We want to go out, so I blocked her.
Welcome back. Let me quickly, recap and translate to those who do not understand the language. I'll tell you what is really happening here. So, Kayode, now the second part of the audio, like I said, Kayode said, I had asked my wife to swear if he's having any immoral, affair, having an affair with you in that way. And she did not. She did not. Now, the pastor is responding saying, look, that Yetunde boss line, she's just one of those Nigerians in diaspora who have nothing, in the UK. They are just there like nothing, like wasted, like time has gone past them. And they are just frolicking all over the place like a useless person, like a woman who has no job. And that she came to him and he looked at her as someone that he should just help, since he helps a lot of people. Like, the guy is open-handed. According to what we heard, we don't know how he got his money. The thing is this: the guy is someone that we have seen that spray pounds in bail. At least we saw one that he did with Davido, spraying pounds Most of the people in the UK, you often see them change pounds to dollars so they can have $1, which is sort of equivalent to maybe like 50 cents or 50 whatever, if you know what I mean, 50p. Now, the thing is this, he's denying it, saying, look, I've got no business. In fact, I never had anything to do with your wife in that way that you're thinking. What I do is I just give them money. And he's trying to act like, in fact, these people are the ones coming to me. I've never chased your wife. So, with all of this that Pastor Adegboyega discussed with this Kayode, this prompted the Yetunde boss line to respond. A lot of people said she should not have responded, but then, this is a game. It's a game. If she knows what she knows, and she's even threatening somehow that if care is not taken, she's going to open her mouth to expose some very deep things. What she's going to expose, we don't know. She says she's going to drop bombshell upon bombshell. People are now like, oh, this pastor. Don't forget that this pastor, he has case to answer in the UK. He's still in the UK. He's going back and forth. It's not as if they have taken his documents or held him down there. I think he has good lawyers. The guy is dripping. The thing is that there is cash. How he came about this money, in fact, I think I told you a little bit of it at the opening of this video. What we know, it is a difficult one. So this guy does his philanthropy, like charity, helps people, does all of these things, but he has people that want him to go down. So people are like, oh, all these designer suit, sport cars, and lighting up the street with your, with your machine. So this is what you guys do. So we don't know what Yetunde claimed that she knows, and she will spill everything. I'm not going to go into the depth of what Yetunde wrote. The thing is she claimed that what she was to do was to connect Pastor Adegboyega to BBC, connect to celebrities, connect to people that matter in our society, or let's say Nigeria, whatever it is, and that she only wanted to help him as a little brother, trying to say, I'm older than you in age. That's the only way she could, prove or show that, yes, I'm more superior than you because I'm older than you. And she claimed that Pastor Adegboyega did not pay £1,000 to her every month. That is only once that Pastor gave £1,000. There is nothing more to talk about. Case closed. Obviously, Kayode is not content with all of this talk from Pastor. Pastor Toby is not going to say, yes, I'm benching your wife, So he wrote this. He said that if you like, keep doing giveaway 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Just remember that you owe me 8 million naira. And also, the money that you have been collecting from your side chick. Who is the side chick? Kayode's wife. The other time, Kayode came out on a blog claiming that his wife has been threatening his life, doing a lot of things. This world is dark. Now, for Pastor Toby to further prove his innocence, he now sent an audio of the wife of Kayode singing him a love song. Now, that is his word. I cannot play this song at the voice of the lady due to copyright strike. Well, the thing is this. There is a big possibility, even though Pastor is saying, I am happily married. It doesn't take long for a man to bench a woman, particularly if that woman is good looking and she's ready to offer money and punani. People that are saying that Toby's church is not a church that people should go to, that the guy is a fraudster and that he's a scammer. I'm going to tell you one or two things that we heard. But the thing is when you're on top, you become the topic. And moreover, in this life, some people that that you are praising today, their great-grandfathers or ancestors or they themselves somehow might have cut corners. Yes, it's just that, you see, people legit their crime and make it appear like this is what it is, like whatsoever, whatever. People legit crime. And after a while, they do what they call whitewashing. Whatever is good, they put white. That's why you hear white people. There's nobody white that I've known. Whatever is bad, they call it black. You see? Black market. You get it? Black ball. Blacklisting. They put black. And the funniest of it is that colored people who have been tagged that black use the same word. Well, there is no crime in using it. The only thing is this: don't call yourself black and don't call any human being white unless the person has leprosy or some, whatever it is. So many things happening out there. From what you heard from that audio, it is deeper than deep. There are some people rooting for Pastor Toby, saying, Beast line, what is her name? Beast line, or what is it? Boss line. Shut up. You are a blackmailer. What are you looking for? You are collecting money. What are you introducing him to? What for? I don't even know why. Maybe because he's rich, he's got the money, he's also made his money. So they needed to connect him with certain people so that he will be in the right society. That if you have money, you need to know people. So when the days of trouble comes, you have those people to help you. But this guy is like, I'm spending too much money. Even though you are connecting with these people, I'm spending too much money. Now, let me touch a little bit on that phrase, even though it is not important in this. There are people who are also lambasting him, saying you are talking about pastors, means you are selective. I don't know what makes anyone think that, what is it called? Freeze is now the judge of whoever. He only came to limelight because he was angry at what his pastor had advised him when he had problems with his wife before the divorce. And he used that to lash at pastors and started talking about tithe that he had inside of him, troubling him. He used that opportunity, and that was the period that a lot of people sort of got connected to social media in a way. And from there, he trained and he left his job and he started blogging and making money off it. It's not as if Freeze is like holy man. He's not holy in any way. He's just a man who felt that the other men called men of God are trying to pretend and act like they are holy whilst using Bible scriptures to manipulate to make themselves rich. So he's not holy. He's not clean. He's a dirty guy. Yes, he's a sinner. And he has not called himself holy. So he can choose and select. You're the one looking at him thinking that he's speaking this way. Like if he's talking about alcohol, means that he doesn't take alcohol. No. He just felt that it was an opportunity for him to call out, he didn't call himself Pastor Freeze. No, he's not. He just used the opportunity to bounce into limelight and he took the ride, moving on it. So asking him to come and talk about Pastor Tobi Adegboyega is asking for too much. You are the one that put him on a pedestal that he is not. He is not. Now, let us look at some of the things that I mentioned at the beginning, that people will go to get loan in the UK now. I'm not saying Nigeria. In the UK, what he did, how he did it, I don't know. Those people go to get loan and give him the money. Imagine you give someone money, maybe without transferring the money. I don't know how that is possible for you to go to the bank and get £100,000 out cash or 200,000. If you live in the UK, please drop comments about that. Like they gave him the money. Was there no way that the bank could link the contact and connection of this? Many of these people are in trouble right now. Now, these issues are all over the place. So it's not as if we are just pointing fingers at Pastor Toby. Many churches do these things. Maybe their leaders know about it. I mean, the founder of the church know about it or not. I don't know. That I don't know. Cases where information, when you come to a country, you in an African church, you come to, let's say, like Europe, and you want to open your church there, you want to have a branch there, there are procedures. Those people, they have their laws and they expect you to be kept. Not like how Nigeria or Africa, where pastors will threaten and say, if this president or governor puts out a law of accountability, because they know that the president and the politicians are not accountable to. They are not people of integrity. They themselves too, they want to be people that cannot be checked. They will say, they will call on some angel, Michael, to crush that person. Before the end of the year, that person will RIP. They can't do that over there. All of a sudden, their tongue will become tied. So they need to put themselves in order in those countries. They will need someone who has the legal right or papers So what they do is to get the details of those people to register the church. And before you know it, behind the back, they take loan, they forge signature and loan huge amount of money, and they put those people in trouble, in problem. These things are all over the place. They are all over the place. It's good to be religious. That is, if that is what you want. But know your God and be smart. Whilst you are saying you are in service, don't allow somebody to give you fake prophecy. Then they manipulate you, that they see you doing the work of God. They see you helping the church of God to grow. Then all of a sudden, they will now manipulate and bring the person to you and ask you to bring your details so that they can use it to start their church. When you are not the pastor, it's your details that they need to start the church over there. If they loan behind you, government cares less. It is your detail that you put down that was used for it. That's it. Now look at what is happening now. This is just a tip of the iceberg. What is going to come out after the whole of this drama will bust your mind.